Balance between flow and function of all the key elements in your kitchen is what will make it a dream to work in. And that's what this video is all about. It all has to do with relationships. The relationships between the most used parts of your kitchen and how they interact with each other. What are the most used elements of your kitchen? The fridge, the stove, and the sink. These are the pillars of the kitchen triangle, and for years have been the standard of what we base kitchen design on. But I'm not talking about kitchen triangles, that's too boring. Most of us have way too many appliances for the kitchen triangle to be as effective as it used to be, at least in terms of the way we use our kitchens. You probably have a dishwasher and at least a microwave. You might have a wall oven. You might have 2 wall ovens, 2 dishwashers, and 2 prep sinks. Plus you might have a steam oven or a speed oven or some other kind of oven, and not to mention warming drawers and beverage coolers and ice makers. The list goes on and on and on. It's safe to say that most of us have more than the 3 main pillars of the kitchen triangle in our kitchens today. But what I am talking about are these micro relationships between certain elements in your kitchen that work well together and should be located in such a way that they play off of each other and make the function of those things more useful. Your cooktop or range, your sink, your spices, and your pot drawer all should be located in such a way that they work well with one another. When you use your range, you're most likely back and forth to the sink, you need your spices, you need access to your pots. So having those things located in such a way that they play off of each other well and are located close to one another is a good design move. So if I have my range here and my pot drawers way over here and my spices in a cabinet up here and my sink over there, I'm traveling around and it's not as functional. As well, your sink, your dishwasher, and your garbage are all related to one another. Usually you take the food scraps and you scrape them into your garbage, rinse your dishes, put them in the dishwasher. And so the relationship of those 3 items should be in close proximity to one another so that you're not taking dirty dishes or wet dishes across the floor or across a walkthrough so that it's dripping, or you're in someone else's way if you have more than 2 people in the kitchen. These things should be located in such a way that they make their own little triangle, their own little relationship that works well together. Your pantry, your prep area, your fridge, and your cutlery drawer are all things that are also related to one another and are used frequently in exchange with one another. Obviously, if I'm using a prep area, I don't want my cutlery to be way over here across my kitchen and my pantry to be way over here or my fridge to be located somewhere else. Now, of course, this depends on how big your kitchen is. In my kitchen, I can put things anywhere and they're not really far away from each other because I have a small footprint. So depending on the size of your kitchen, this might be more of an issue, but it still makes sense to think about these in terms of how we use these specific things together. So my pantry and my fridge and my prep area and my cutlery are all connected to one another, and this makes the design more functional. And I'll throw in this one, the fridge and the microwave. Usually we don't think of these 2 appliances as being connected, but when I take something out of the fridge that needs to be heated up, it goes directly to the microwave, and it's nice if those 2 appliances can be closer together. It makes more sense in the overall flow of the kitchen. None of these are absolutes or standards. You can design the kitchen obviously in any way that you see fit, but these are some very helpful tips to think about when you're planning your kitchen design so that the space can be a dream to work in. Every kitchen will be different, but the commonalities here apply to all kitchens. I've heard someone talk about the term kitchen asterisk as opposed to the kitchen triangle. It's an interesting idea and applies to what we're talking about today. The concept: there is one main prep area and it connects to all the high use areas in the kitchen. The fridge, the dishwasher, the microwave, the sink, the range, everything is centered around this one work area. It's also important to consider that most of us own any number of small appliances, and these small appliances get used as much or more than some of our regular fixtures in our kitchen. You might use a toaster oven or your Instapot even more than your range. For us, the first thing we use in the kitchen every single day is our coffee maker. It's the most important aspect of our kitchen. Make a list of all these items that you need to have easy access to. It's really easy for things to get overlooked once the design starts coming to life. You have 3D renderings, or maybe you have a floor plan, you start getting excited, you start to see what your kitchen's gonna look like and envisioning it. And before long, you might forget about that one little item that really does need special attention because of all the other stuff that's happening. There are so many decisions and distractions. Door styles, color, finish options, pullouts, fixtures, faucets, appliances, handles, flooring, countertops, lighting, budget, other people's opinion, hesitation, second guessing. And once the project is in motion, it's really easy for the excitement to overshadow all those details that will truly make your kitchen a dream to work in. None of this is hindered by the size or the layout of your particular space. You can have a very functional small L shape or galley or whatever type of kitchen, and you can have a very functional large L shape, galley, or whatever type of kitchen. It does not matter on the specific layout option that you're going with, or maybe what you have to go with. With careful planning, thought, and a bit of creativity, you can make your kitchen an absolute dream to work in. And I should have taken my own advice, but hindsight's 20/20. Check it out in this video. We'll see you soon.